Today we're going to be putting two 100-year-old civilizations up against each other. The kick is, every 20 years, they're going to have something special to deal with. It might be a rhino in their town, or a terrifying lightning strike. Who knows, maybe a meteor might strike someone. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now you guys might be saying, Steve, what civilizations are going to be going up against each other? Today we're going to have the humans versus the elves. I'm going to put down 10 humans on the left side, 10 elves on the right side, and we'll see who ends up winning. I think that's 10 each. Yes, the age of hope. Okay, so we have our humans setting up camp, and it looks like one of our humans went away, and then some of our elves also went pretty far away. This does play into a factor in the early ages because you get a lot less done when you have less people. Let's see what these guys can manage to do. You know what? I'm gonna even the playing fields a little bit. We're gonna get rid of this down here area. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of all of this. This doesn't seem fair. The elves have a lot more land to them, so we're just gonna get rid of a little bit of it, you know. There we go. That seems a little bit better. So we have 10 of them accounted for over here, 10 of them accounted for over here. That seems all fine and dandy. We're on year 2. I'm gonna speed this up for the time being. I don't think much is gonna happen in the early ages. Let's see where this goes. Our humans are setting up camp. Year 3 is looking good for them. There's the second faction down here, still looking good. Everything will be fine and dandy down there. I'm surprised that we have a faction of 3. They increased. There's 4 of them now. And 9. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, the elves are doing pretty good. Oh my goodness. The elves are definitely outnumbering now. World population has doubled at this point in time. We got age 6 here, year 7. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit so that we can take a better look here. We have nearly 20 people up here in the elf area, and then we have 12 down here. Still only 4 humans down in this settlement and 16 up here. The elves are crushing it. However, I feel like there's gonna be a big war amongst them. The humans are already out in the water now, which is kind of crazy. I'm surprised to see this. Let's wish them luck, and hopefully year 20 brings in something not too terrible for them. All right, guys, we're 11 years in, and let me tell you what, the elves are flourishing. They have so many more, 37 in their major capital compared to the 28 for the humans, and then 22 to 11. Not to mention, they have this big building here. Dude, they are living it up right now. They are loving life. The humans have really got to step it up. Just a few years later at year 15, the humans now have a big building to themselves. It finally happened. They have stepped it up. 36 and 20, 39 and 20, just about, versus 42 and 39. These guys are cruising. They both have big factions here. I'm genuinely curious if they're going to end up going to war. The southern tribe for the elves is doing way better than the northern, and I don't exactly know why. Oh, we have a additional settlement up here with 14. I didn't even see them up there. Honestly, year 20 might be a little devastating to these guys. Okay, guys, with year 20 approaching, we got to figure out what we're going to do to them. I'm thinking a natural disaster. We could put some lava, or we might do something good to them. There's nothing saying that we can't do something nice. You know what? It's only year 20. Let's go ahead and give everything some snow. Go ahead and snowify everything. It's gonna be like the Ice Age here, guys. Oh my goodness. These guys are gonna have some trouble. Okay, so now that we've made it this far, let's zoom in and see how our tribes are doing now that everything is snow-filled. The northern tribes, I feel like, are going to be perfectly fine. The southern tribes, however, I feel like are going to be chilly, to say the least. We can't even see the elves over here. I'm curious. I was curious if it was going to make it so that any of these guys ended up dying of frost, or if it slowed down work or anything along those lines. It doesn't seem like too much has happened, except for there's ice crystals everywhere. Oh, the people are freezing. Interesting. Yeah, they're losing some people. Both sides are. So the Great Ice Age seemed to have taken out a couple. Wow, look at the deaths shoot up. It also sparked a war. The northern and southern tribes of the elves are fighting at year 23. During this Ice Age, it sparked a rebellion. Oh man, the northern tribe is conquering the southern tribe now, and it is all unified as one throughout the whole kingdom. That could be huge for the elves, guys. The entirety of the kingdom is one happy family. If only we could say that much for the humans. We are now 30 years in, and these guys are looking to expand over into the human area. Look at them thinking of it. They're thinking about it. They want to go over there. The numbers are drastic, guys. We now have fighting going on amongst the humans, but they are severely outnumbered by the elves as well. 60, 58, 50. That's way more than this side. We've had a lot of death. We've had 118 deaths. RIP. This kingdom is almost unified amongst the humans. There's just the outliers at the top. I'm curious what these guys are going to end up doing down here. If they're looking to wage war early across the oceans. So we're 36 years in, and I just realized we had this area down here, which is really cool. They have a wind farm, a windmill with the crops around it. We're still sitting at 58, 59, and 50, which I'm not sure if that's just a weird glitch that there's not enough room maybe, but the elves have slowed down drastically. And the humans also have unified completely up to the top, and they have their wind farms, their mills as well. I almost missed it. Year 40, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another problem. It is time for us to cause problems here yet again. Undead creatures turns other creatures. No, we're gonna give them another natural disaster. We're gonna strike each town with a bolt of lightning right where the name is and hope that each one will be fine. Boom. Where the name is for each town, guys. Devastating year 40 attacks against the people. We're gonna have to hope that this doesn't cause major fires and hope for the best, honestly. We had some death go on there. We're sitting at 58, 59, and 50 still. I'm surprised we didn't have more death from that, I'll be honest. So for year 50, I decided to spice it up. We're gonna take them out of the Age of the Hope, and we're gonna toss them into the Age of Wonders. This age will be a time of enchants and mystery where the very air changes to arcane energies, yada yada, so on and so forth. I'm curious what this does for everyone, if the elves are gonna boom because of it, or if the humans are gonna do better. I don't know. It's time to see. So in order to entice them to get to larger sizes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give them some land to work with here. I'm gonna give them some land, and I'm gonna make them a little bit of a lake here. That's probably good enough, right? Oh my goodness, I didn't do that. There's a tornado on the horizon for the elves. That's kind of crazy, guys. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this, right? I'm gonna give them some extra land to work with. I'm gonna do the same with the humans. I'll go ahead and give the humans a bunch more land to work with, and hopefully all is fine and dandy. Let's go ahead, and I need like vegetation. Where's the vegetation at? Here we go. I'm gonna give these guys some grass seed down through here. Tons of it to start them off. Oh my goodness, dude. These guys are booming now. They're elves. I think they needed the enhanced seeds or this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and spread the love here. Let's see what we can make happen for these guys. Hopefully we can get the villages to be larger. Yeah, I think this is good for everybody. This is good for the humans. This is good for the elves. All around, I think they'll be very happy with what is to come. The elves seem to have it a little bit better than the humans, so we're gonna go ahead and spread some more grass seed, make this a little bit larger out here, and honestly hope that everything goes fine. Trees are growing out here, the people are starting to move out here, everything is fine and dandy, but the elves by far are doing better. And year 59, as if it wasn't bad enough, year 60 coming up, we have a tornado ripping through the elves. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. We're gonna have to send a natural disaster somewhere. How about we do a little bit of acid rain on each major city? See how they deal with this. Are they getting the acid rain? Did I miss something? Okay, so it's just like that. Just a brief acid rain, which I don't believe did anything. So let's try something different here. I think each Each place needs a earthquake in their capital. So up first, the capital is down here. Boom. Devastating. That town is destroyed. Time for this one. Boom. Oh my goodness. Let's see how they come back from this. Year 60 was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Houses in shambles, needing to be rebuilt. Is that a meteor? A meteor just hit the humans over here. Don't worry, guys. The capital has just slightly moved and is rebuilding. Everything will be fine. With year 70 quickly approaching, we're going to change the age yet again to the Ice Age. This is where the weak are weeded out, guys. I think with an Ice Age, it's going to show some problems quickly. The snow on the ground. However, the elves with the 83 in their off city, that's not even their main city. However, the elves only have 4 locations where the humans have 5 cities. So who's gonna win? Not entirely sure. Guys, year 75 has been wild for the elves. We have our first conflict down here. I'm not even sure what's happening. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of things happening down here. Fires being shot out. There's conflict. They had a meteor strike up here, taking out a couple of houses. It's not been friendly to these elves. What are you? Lototaze has been spawned over here, and honestly, I'm not sure how they're gonna deal with this. This guy is devastating the economy. I didn't even put him there, but he's there for some reason. Loves hot situations. Immortal, can't die from old age, so they literally have to kill this person. Well, what's the worst that happens? Oh my god, I say what's the worst that can happen? And then that town gets struck by a meteor while trying to deal with this guy, who's literally just lighting everyone on fire. I don't even know what to do for the elves, dude. They're having a rough go of it now. Wait a second. He's gone over to the humans now. He is tormenting the human. Year 80 has passed by far, and we need some sort of problem to happen. A natural disaster, may I say. And that natural disaster is going to be volcanoes on each side. In the biggest city that they have, 66 up here, volcano. Where's the biggest one over here? 70, volcano. Each side now has a raging volcano, and only time can tell what happens from here. This town is quickly turning into a volcano. The King Waba Great was slain? The king was slain! He's still down here, just tormenting this poor town. Oh my goodness, guys. These poor people are getting decimated. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but there's a lot of lines going to it. And a tornado sweeping through the side. We have snowmen tormenting the elves now as well. Followed by over here. Oh my goodness, dude. Everything is going wrong with these towns. I feel so bad. They might not even make it to 100. The elves have infiltrated. They've made their way over to the mainland now. 90 years in, and we have so much conflict. It couldn't have been a worse time for the humans. Dare I say it, the snowmen are fine. A major town for the humans has been wiped out. 1,000 total people have died so far in this experiment. 95 years in. We have another boat going to the humans. At year 100, I closed the gap between the two. There will be no more river in between, and it will be a bloodbath. It'll be fair games for whoever wants to do whatever. Right now, the elves, they're making landfall. They're trying their best to make something happen here. The age has changed at year 100 to the age of despair. I don't like that, so we're gonna change it. We're gonna put them into the age of the sun. We're gonna go from a snow-covered landscape to just way too hot. And then we're gonna fill in this area here. We're gonna allow the two to fight it out, to duke it out. Let's see who ends up winning. Only time can tell at this point in time what happens. So I'm gonna let it run. We're 107 years in, and it looks like the kingdom of the elves is trying to wage war on the capital of the humans. The humans have not much left. They've got themselves a major city down here, semi-major city up here, but fire is spreading rampant in the community. It's not good. These volcanoes have just caused mass devastation. Fire is running rampant as blazoras are currently setting fire to the north. It's not looking good for the humans. 114 years in, and the humans are down to 2 major cities, with the elves over here ramping up for an attack. They're preparing their men and women, and they're ready to fight. War has been initiated. Let's see what happens here. Battles and war rages on between the humans and the elves. The elves are trying to create a civilization up here. I don't think that's the smartest play for them. There's no trees left. That's why. The Age of the Sun has devastated. Let's go ahead and give them the Age of Hope now. Let's allow them some hope, but not without a natural disaster happening, guys. Tornadoes on each side, major cities. Let's see what happens here. The tornadoes are raging. Not actually doing too much damage, I don't think. Okay. The tornadoes, I don't think were that big of a deal. The humans are getting their numbers up now. They're working on it. They're doing something. They're rebuilding. And now claiming to go to war, I think. A whole lot of nothing. The war continues to run rampant between the elves and the humans. Humans with their 2 civilizations, but their numbers steadily increasing. 130 years in, 34, 35 just about, and honestly the elves are losing numbers and the humans are holding out. I have hope. Year 140 hits, and so does a meteor on the biggest cities. Wow, the biggest cities just changed. That's a shame. Boom, boom. Oh, that wasn't even the biggest city. Sorry, elves. Had to make it fair. You know what? Whatever. Every city gets a meteor now. There we go. Is that better? Fair for everyone. Every city gets struck. The elves got hit harder than the humans did there with 4 meteors because they have more cities. However, we have a large group of individuals coming down here now. The elves are gonna make a mad dash for taking over Coca, I think. But they may not be successful. Only 16 people remain in Coca. 15 people remain in Coca. War continues to rage onwards as buildings in Yadina are getting attacked. The humans seem to be rebuilding Coca. They seem to be trying. Who is this guy I see over here? Baitatil, militarist. He is one of the humans, I believe. Oh, maybe he might have just set a building on fire or 3. Oh no, he might not be with the humans. No, he looks like he's with the humans. Year 160 is right around the corner, guys, and I think it's time for the bomb to drop. Each capital is gonna get a bomb drop. Oh my goodness, devastating. Does that not hit anything? That's not fair. Yeah, that also didn't hit anything except for a bunch of people over here, so not fair. Oh my goodness, took out major buildings on both sides. That building is decimated. This building is decimated. Let's see what ends up happening. Maybe I should get this bomb out of my hand now. It definitely seems like Crabzilla might need to make an appearance. And with year 160, we are gonna enter in the Age of Tears. What could possibly go wrong in the Age of Tears? Dude, this person right here has been insane. He's gonna pass away soon, and I think that's when all is gonna crumble for the humans, because that guy is doing work. He's been the major savior of this area. Lots of battle up here in Coca. The numbers are dwindling, and I believe the human savior might be dead. No, still in it. 73. Coca is once again under attack, dwindling in their numbers. The elves are dealing damage here. Huge swarm of elves just running through, destroying everything down here. However, the humans were able to fend them off, but at what cost? Coca at 5 individual people left. Year 180 brings nothing good for the human race, and nothing good for the planet. Crabzilla spawned right in the middle of the battlefield. Wait, I control oh, this doesn't seem right. Crabzilla's getting out of here. That's a lie. Crabzilla is now getting out of here. Kaboom. Not quite sure what that did to the people, but anyone in that area is now gone. Coca down to 2 people, with impending doom coming down the road, as well as an army of elves coming over for Yadina. All around not looking good for the humans here. I know I've said it many of times, but man, Coca has crumbled. We have more reinforcements coming from the north. 2 different battalions. 1 already in Coca. 1 coming from the east as well. What are you people doing? Get to the fight. Get to the fight. This is a large group of people who just need to get to the fight, and then Yadina might be toast here. Oh my goodness, they might fend them off. But at what cost? The village is on fire. 27 remaining, and we still have massive elven numbers coming in, guys. The elves are sending everything they've got. Yadina down to 17 people remaining. Huge fights going on over here with our boy Great Edward. The elves are on a full-on Hail Mary at this point in time to try to get the humans gone. 11, 10 people remaining, 9. I'm gonna sprinkle a little more of this hatred down here just to get the elves to finish them off. Maybe it'll probably happen. Make everyone despise this kingdom. Send your people. They only have 8 remaining. What is happening up here? Everything's on fire for the elves up home. 5 humans remain in this world, and I think we see where this is going. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the humans have been taken out of this world. The elves win. Let me know what you want to see next time, or if you even want to see this again.